Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be breaking down how I mix this song, and this is how it sounds.
Wah, 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 wah. Fit for that boy. She got the eyes like the sunlight, her body smooth like a fine wine. Captivate me with your smile. Then she said I'm the shy type, but your waistline they my visual. Me I want you, make her no lie. Then she tell me go down bunny, I like her like jealousy. So the thing just to shake her body. So she can dey pour me water as I dey touch her body. She can dey call me papi. But the thing just they enter body. She dey call me Sadio. Oh. Give me 1, 2, 3.
So that's everything, how it sounds during the mixing. So let's start with the first things, which is the drums. In individual drums, I didn't do much. I didn't put anything on each of them except the bass, which I'm using Suit 2 to sidechain the kick to duck whenever the kick plays. And let me solo it. The kick and the bass. So that's what I did there. I took care of the bass and the kick to blend well with a fast attack and a fast release. I'm putting everything at 0. I just want the bass and the kick to create separation. And from the kick, I didn't do anything on the each of the individuals. I didn't do anything on each of them. I just got my levels and the whole drums, how they sounds. So what I did on the kick boss was I added the clipper, because I always add the clipper so that I have consistent levels of drums, and this is how it sounds with the clipper engaged. Then we move into the melody boss. The melody boss, I didn't do much. This is the lead sound. This is what the melody is doing. This is the main chord of the song with the pad. Then the other sounds here. So I'm not doing anything to any one of them. The only ones I know I'm doing something is this sound at the beginning. I'm trying to control it with the first compressor. The compression here is just to reduce the dynamic range, going down to the MB for MB from FabFilter. I'm using it to make a telephone effect and also doing a dynamic reduction there. So that's what that sounds like. Then I'm also doing a compressor at this sax outro in the intro. It's not doing much. I'm just trying to get that sharpness out. And that's what I did on the instrument, an individual instrument. Then going to the boss, what I did in the boss was an EQ. This is an EQ I'm cutting at 665 and moving some mid frequencies and boosting some highs in the stereo and doing some cuts in the mids. This is how it sounds with everything with the EQ engaged. As for the music boss, and let's go down to the vocals. This is the lead vocals. On each of the individual vocals, we only have the auto tune, which the key of the song is at B flat major and is on auto tenor. I'm putting the receive speed at 5, and that goes down to the vocal boss. So what I did first was I introduced an EQ. I cut out all the frequencies from the 157 hertz because there was too much low end, and I cut out some frequencies. I boosted some frequencies too at 10k and also 20k just to get the air in the vocals. I then went into the next compressor, which is the Creamer Pi, my first compressor in the vocals. I'm using it to tame the vocals of dynamics. I'm not doing too much. And this is how it sounds with the EQ and the first compressor.
Then she said I'm the shy type, but your waistline they my visual. Me I want you make her no lie. Then she tell me go dump on it. I lick her like jealousy, so the thing just they shake her body. So she can they pour me water.
So I'm just using that to clean and to get consistent the vocals. Then I'm going next into a fab filter DSR. And the fab filter DSR, I'm doing a 2000 to 6000 range. I'm taming all the sibilances there, and this is how it sounds.
Me go dump on it. I lick her like jealousy, so the thing just they shake her body. So she can they pour me water as I they touch her body.
So that's what I did with DSR. Then went into the Pook Child. This is my final compressor. I'm putting at the threshold at 4 and the time constant at 3 and the output at 0. So this is how it sounds, and it's everything.
Me go dump on it. I lick her like jealousy, so the thing just they shake her body. So she can they pour me water as I they touch her.
So that's it. Then this is optional. I just added the RS mouth declick. It's not necessary if you have good recording. If you have a good recording, you don't really need to use this plugin. But I used it because I noticed there was a lot of pops and clicks in the vocals, so I used it to get rid of it. And that's all this was doing. You could pause the video and copy it, and this is how the whole change sounds to the vocals.
Me go dump on it. I lick her like jealousy, so the thing just they shake her body. So she can they pour me water as I they touch her body.
Then bypassed.
Body. She can they call me papi.
So there's this clarity in the mix. Then I went to the time-based effect. First of all, I had the reverb. This reverb is EQing. I'm EQing the reverb first, then it's going into the reverb, which is this is my main reverb, which is the plates in the Acon Digital Reverbetic Basic 2. And this goes into my tail reverb. I'm using this to create a tail to the reverb, like add a specific kind of tail to the reverb. I'm creating a different kind of space in the mix, and this is what the reverb is doing, and this is how it sounds with the reverb.
What the thing just they enter body. She they call me Zadio. Oh.
So the next thing, I use the Valhalla delay. I'm using a 1/2 and a 1/4. I'm docking it, and the feedback is at 7. The EQing at 250 and 4000. Then I'm going into a saturation, which I'm using the Auto-Tune saturation plugin. I'm using the Auto-Tune saturation plugin to saturate the delay. And this is how the reverb and the delay sounds in the mix with the drums and the melody.
Go down on it. Alika like jealousy. So the thing just they shake her body. So she can they pop me water as I they touch her body. She can they call me papi. Oh, the thing just they enter body. She they call me Sadio. Oh.
So that's everything in the mix. It's the same thing in the BGVs. The BGVs is the same thing, just the auto-tune on each of the individual tracks, and I pound them left, right, and center and blended them. Then I went to the boss, and the boss is I'm using the Infinity EQ, using the Wave DSR. I'm DSing at 4,237, and I'm using the Pickchild as the final compressor. And this is how it sounds with the background vocals here.
Alika like jealousy. So the thing just to shake her body. So she can they pop me water.
So that's what I have there in this part.
She no fi separate me cause she's liking and she's wanting that I'm giving.
So I didn't bring it out. So what that is a low pitched vocal, which I use Auto-Tune to do that, and this is how it sounds again.
And she's wanting that I'm giving. She no fi separate me cause she's liking and she's wanting that I'm giving. Make a lucky.
The chain is similar to the lead vocals. I'm just adding this Avox Duo just to get a double effect in the vocals to come out from the left and right vocals, and I'm staging it with this Pickchild, and that's all for this.
She no fi separate me cause she's liking and she's wanting that I'm giving.
So the next boss was this, and I didn't do much. So what I did in that effect was I added Pro MB after copying the mastering, the main vocal chain. I added the Pro MB just to get the telephone effect, and I then used an auto pan, and the auto pan is going from left to right, and this is how it sounds with the auto pan bypass engaged. So that's what I did. Then for my master boss, everything is going to this Pro L2 reduction. I mix into a limiter in anytime I mix, and this is how it sounds.
Alika like jealousy. So the thing just to shake her body. So she can they pop me water as I they touch her body. She can they call me papi. Oh, the thing just they enter body. She they call me Sadio. Oh.
So as you can see, just the mix alone, we are already hitting at -10 dB. You understand? At -10 dB. So I don't really have to do much during the mastering stage to get it loud. If we can get the mix at -10, which is at streaming platform, it's okay, because some streaming platforms goes at -14, but we are all. So guys, watch the videos. You could pause to watch more or get more things if you don't understand. And that's all. See you in the next video, and peace out.